help end plastic pollution forever. We're a group of bright young entrepreneurs taking the future into our own hands by solving one of the world's biggest problems, plastic pollution. We care about our planet. Our plan is to make an immediate impact on the world to end plastic pollution forever. Wouldn't you like to help? Together, we can end plastic pollution. The technology exists today. We're raising capital to purchase one state-of-the-art waste plastic elimination machine that will convert 100,000 pounds of daily waste plastic into highly valuable, reusable green energy and valuable products. This remarkable QCI machine converts waste plastic efficiently, cleanly, and is highly profitable. More importantly, this single machine will convert 100% of waste plastic collected and eliminate all 36.5 million pounds of it from ever entering our landfills, oceans, rivers, lakes, streams every year. How will your donation be used? Your donation will help fund the purchase of the first processing machine and begin the foundation of a much larger pollution elimination strategy. Just by funding this single machine, the profits generated will ignite the purchase of a second machine, then a third, then another, then another. Soon we'll have 10 machines that will eliminate 365 million pounds of waste plastic annually. This business model is a replicable and sustainable approach to end plastic pollution forever. Big business and governments are doing practically nothing to slow down or solve this major pollution problem. Our grassroots effort can reverse this terrible trend by taking advantage of the remarkable QCI technology, by recycling the waste plastic and reintroducing its valuable products back into society without any added pollution. Please help us now by donating. Because of the rate we're going, without immediate human intervention and resolve, plastic may become the largest pollution problem for generations to come. We're led to believe that the plastics we separate at curbside get recycled. Shockingly, almost all of it isn't. Approximately 95% of waste plastic is still disposed into landfills and oceans worldwide. Plastic growth is out of control. Plastic has been steadily refined and molded into the most popular material of modern human civilization. Humans have become dependent on plastic, and we've become a plastic society. Plastic is found in everyday products such as packaging, trash bags, plastic bottles, cups, straws, eating utensils, containers, medical devices, and computers. Almost everything is made of plastic. Since the early 1960s, little has been done to end plastic pollution. Just over the last 50 plus years, humans have created a massive global problem. Waste plastic now represents one of the most serious environmental problems today, growing nearly 16% every year. Plastic is a product our world cannot recycle naturally. Unfortunately, almost every piece of plastic ever made is still on this planet in one form or another because most plastics don't biodegrade and will take 500 to 1,000 years to decompose. So what is plastic made of? Oil. Every year it takes 17 million barrels of oil to make water bottles alone, enough oil to fuel over 1 million cars every year. Waste plastic eventually breaks down into smaller and smaller microscopic pieces and infiltrates our land, waterways, and is now being found in the meat and fish we eat. I think we can all agree that these crude oil-based pollutants are not good for our health now or any time in the future. With your donation, we have the ability to start this campaign and prohibit this from ever happening in the future. This program is the beginning of a long-term strategy that can end plastic pollution. Help by funding our QCI waste elimination machine to end plastic pollution. Discarded plastic ends up in our water sources and eventually into the ocean. Scientists estimate that there are over 5 trillion pieces of plastic in our ocean, making up nearly 90% of the trash floating on the ocean surface today. Plastic floating on the ocean surface now outnumbers sea life 6 to 1, killing 100,000 mammals and 1 million seabirds each year. There are 5 cycling whirlpools of plastic, called gyres, floating around the oceans globally. Continuing to grow, these gyres invade natural fish and bird-feeding habitats, where these animals consume and store undigested plastics in their bodies. These plastic-infested fish are now in almost all seafood sold in our stores and restaurants today, and it's getting worse. In 2015, the EPA reported that 5,483 square miles of the Gulf of Mexico was declared a dead zone and a devoid of life due to pollution. A dead zone is defined as a habitat lacking oxygen for marine plants, bottom-dwelling fish, and shrimp to live. By 2050, it's projected that 10 times more plastic will be dumped into our oceans each year. At this rate, by 2025, there will be 1 ton of plastic for every 3 tons of fin fish swimming in the oceans. Unfortunately, some plastic sinks to the bottom of the ocean, but we still may have a chance to collect what's floating and repurpose it back into society. With a single machine, we can begin the process to clean our oceans and waterways. The technology exists today. We can save our ocean-dwelling fish and wildlife dependent on a clean water environment to survive. With your donation, you can be a part of the movement to end plastic pollution. Fund our cause to help end plastic pollution forever.
Hundreds of tons of plastics end up in our landfills as well. Rainwater then flows through the waste, creating a highly toxic leachate that absorbs into our land and waterways, and eventually into every living thing on this planet. In 2016, an estimated 300 million tons of plastic was produced globally, a half of which will only be used once and thrown away. Although many of us separate our plastic for recycling, unfortunately only 9% of total waste plastic generated is recovered for recycling.
This machine can build a better future for generations to come by eliminating plastic pollution from our land. Together, we can usher in a shift in thought and practice as to how we deal with this waste plastic.
What effect does plastic have on human and animal health? Well, a study done in Indonesia and California on fish slated for human consumption found that 1 in 4 fish had plastic particles in their stomach. Plastic chemicals like BPA are absorbed into the human body. It's estimated that 93% of all Americans have BPA in their system. These chemicals can produce unhealthy consequences and is reported to be increasing the risk of cancers, learning disorders, and sexual dysfunctions, just to name a few.
Continued disregard for this problem today will adversely affect all life on this planet tomorrow. With our strategy and initial machine, we can make an immediate impact to revitalize our communities and to end plastic pollution.
Don't you think this is a worthy cause? Help by funding our cause to end plastic pollution.
Big business is all about the money, and obviously not looking out for our health or our planet. As a grassroots group of caring people, we can show everyone how this problem can be solved.
The hypocrisy of our world is that industries spend billions speculating, drilling, and mining for valuable oil molecules just to spend billions more refining and producing products to be sold at retail.
At the end of the day, after the plastic products have been created and used, they tell us these oil molecules are worthless and we should throw the plastic away. This is ridiculous. Governments and big businesses are doing nothing about this. Only we can make this happen together. Utilizing the QCI machine, we will take today's technology and remine these valuable molecules out of existing waste plastic products, thus significantly reducing the world's carbon footprint, any need for mining new molecules, and producing green energy and byproducts that are in high demand. The simple answer is, donate to our cause. Be a part of a grassroots organization of conscious-minded individuals to make this planet a better place to live. Assist us in helping reduce this economic and ecological burden of plastic waste by donating. By investing in this plan and with this new technology, we can begin to improve the health of the oceans and the environment around us immediately, including human and wildlife health. Funding for this initial machine will directly eliminate 100,000 pounds of waste plastic daily. That's 36.5 million pounds of waste plastic annually, and open the door for continued expansion. We can make a difference in the world together. We can do something about it. Please donate to help clean up our planet.